Hi, I'm Terry Gibbs, and for 20 years I ran a website called I Want Collectibles, and I wrote books such as this one, How to Write eBay Descriptions That Sell, and here's another one, How to Sell Antiques and Collectibles on eBay. You can get these books, which have been updated on Amazon, but I got my start with the eBay business by writing this book, How to Get a Constant Stream of People to Sell You Their Old Toy Trains. This was written in 2000. This is actually the first um, draft that I had a proofreader go over it and fix it all up for me. And I started writing this. I wrote this. And I wrote this book and I started selling it. And it turned out people wanted to know about eBay. They didn't really want to know how to buy stuff, but they wanted to know how to do eBay. I started out buying toy trains and stuff to build my collection back when I was in junior high. So that was like, well, a long time ago. Anyway, I'm going to share a story with you today about buying toy trains. These little trains like this, these are N-gauge trains. These are newer ones from the past 15 years or so. And then there are older ones in these boxes here from back in the 60s. These are junk over here in this pile right here. See all this? These are newer, somewhat better quality ones. Here's some engines that this is a better quality one here. This one's a better quality. All of these Bachmann ones are just junk. But anyway, the point I'm making on this, here's another flat full of them. And then these cars here, and you can see I got a bunch of them. These are micro trains cars. These used to be the best of the N-gauge cars. And on eBay, you could sell one of these for $8 to $10. This has a $12 price tag on the back, if you can see that. This one was 11 and a quarter new. Today, the new ones might be $20 or so. But with these cars, I'm going to tell you about buying these from a trap that a lot of people get into. I had a call years ago from a gentleman who had these N-gauge trains to sell. And he told me that he had thousands of these cars, which is not unusual. And I told him I would buy the cars for 50 cents each, and I would take all of them. Nothing but counting them. So if they're like in this boxes here, and they're in the box and broken, I'm still giving him 50 cents for them. For the engines, I would give him anywhere between a few dollars up to $30, $40 if they had the sound and the DCC features. And the guy says, oh no, I sell the cars, that's these type of cars, on eBay for $9 each. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll sell you $350 for 100 of these cars, just like this, the clean ones, just out of these bins. And the guy paused for a couple of seconds and said, it would take me years to sell all that. And that's what I want to talk about today, is that I pay very little for these cars, and when I list them on eBay, I start them all at $4 a piece. If they don't sell, I either relist them the next time I do eBay for the N-gauge cars, or I throw them in one of these trays and take them to a swap meet where I let people pick at them, and then they'll get a handful, and I'll sell them a handful of them for $10 or something. So my whole attitude is that I buy the cars cheap, I sell them, and I get rid of them because I'm really good at buying stuff. That's my whole thing, is I'm really good at buying toys. And the guy that sold these on eBay for $9, when I asked him about that, he said that he listed a bunch of them on eBay because they give you free listings. So he listed a bunch on eBay every month with his free listings, and then he would sell 2 or 3 cars, and then the following month he'd write 2 or 3 new listings to replace the ones that he had done, and then he would run them again. And then that's how he was getting $9. Where in my world, I pay 50 cents a piece for the cars, and I sell hundreds of them a month, right? It's a different world. And you may look at these people that have huge inventories of trains that they're selling and think, or anything. They have warehouses or rented storage sheds piled up with stuff listed on eBay, and that's the volume trap. My attitude is buy the stuff for low prices, give good deals to the buyers. A buyer who gets a car like this from me for $4 plus $6 shipping, and that's how I sell these, is $6 shipping, $1 each, and then up to $15. And at $15, I pay all additional shipping. And I actually make money doing that. But with these, when a buyer buys one of these for $6, he's happy, right? The buyer that goes in and buys one for $9, right? And then he still has to pay the $6 shipping. He's not a lifetime buyer, right? My buyers are repeat regular buyers. Anyway, back to the whole idea of the trap, the fixed price trap. This idea that we're going to list all this stuff on eBay and we're going to build inventory. In my world, as a very good buyer of things, I don't want inventory, because all I have to do to get inventory is to run an ad, is to actually answer my phone for a change, and then go out and see what the people have for sale and buy it from them. All right? That's my world. If you're in a world where you're running around at yard sales and flea markets trying to buy stuff that you can sell on eBay, you're not going to do good. You need to specialize, and you need to learn how to buy the stuff quickly. And that's what I'm going to teach you here. I haven't got this book redone, but here on this YouTube channel, I'm going to do videos about my trains, and I'm going to do videos about eBay and buying products, and they'll be marked so that you get the videos you want. Because I know a lot of people want to learn how to buy things to sell on eBay. The biggest lesson with being able to buy a car like this for 50 cents, and remember, I'm buying 100 of them or 500 of them, right? One day I went out, I bought 3,000 of these cars for 50 cents a piece, right? Plus all the engines and the buildings, and the guy also had model car kits, and I think they were boats too, the ship kits, World War II naval vessels, and all of that piled up. And I bought everything and spent thousands of dollars and dragged it all off. And the reason that I can do that is that I don't tie my money up. I'm not spending $5 for one of these cars in order to turn around. Let's pick a different one up. In order to turn around and try to sell it for 10. I'm paying it 50 cents to sell it for 4 or 5 and being happy when it sells for 10. All right. So that's the lesson here, is buy low, sell high.